intense 8-bit stuff. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Hump Day to you. Hope you're all doing well. Feeling inspired. Soaking up sunshine, hopefully. It is super, super nice here. Yesterday, super windy, like tearing parts of the roof off kind of windy. Quite literally blowing the lid off of the sandbox in the backyard and hurling the sand across the yard. Windy. Holy heck. Today, mild-mannered summer day, apparently. How is it where you are? Welcome back, Eric. What's up, sub? Saffron, hello. Good morning, Heidi. Iggy Oak. Dude, Damien in your left ear. I'm in your right ear. It's got to be super disorienting. I wonder if he's saying something really important right now, and I could just like start counting in one ear. Like 1, 27, 93. And Paul, shorts and sweatshirt, huh? Oh, man. All right. Well, so today, and hello to all of the lurkers as well. Today, I'm happy to announce that I've had a chance to put together some of the commands that have been in demand for quite some time now. My apologies for dragging feet, but you now have over 50 different things that you can trigger in stream commands. And it will trigger something right here on the screen. These things are without audio. Audio things will be next. It takes a little bit of time to get it all set up, but I have kept track of all of the stuff that you guys have wanted. Well, I have missed a few. And when Foss gets here, we need to have him rattle off a handful of the last, like, I don't know, maybe like a dozen or so of the last ones that he's rattled off because I didn't get them. But if you look on the channel Twitch page, you will see all of the commands. I will get them added to the .tv page later today, tomorrow morning, something like that. But there are some good ones. There are some good ones in there. You can trigger them if you like. You can say hi to someone. Hi. Like you get here. You want to say hi? But all of the classics are here, like Savage. Oh, does it not do a double? Oh. Okay. Well, then hold on just a second, OhmLab. I'm going to cancel you because I like the other one. All right. Let's see here. Where are you, bot? Let me just cancel the Savage command in here. Where are you, bot? Commands. Commands. Savage. I'm going to turn this off here. We'll just straight up delete it. Okay. I didn't even realize that a double... Oh, that means that we got to get rid of modular too, huh? All right, let's try this again. Nano wires. What's up, Ben? Should let you trigger Savage. I'm going to try modular really quick and see if I have to reprogram that one. Yep, I do. But I bet Savage works now. Hey, there we go. Oh, and thank you. Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate you. Oh, no, no, no. Ben. Whoa. How did you lose all of your projects? What happened? How? Dude, Dude, this is not okay. 320 projects gone. What happened? Backups? Tell me you have backups. Tell me you have backups. Okay, let's get rid of modular here. Yes. So I'm going to trigger this again and see if it works. Boom, it works. Okay, cool. All right. So you guys have a whole bunch of stuff that you can trigger in here now. There's well, let's see. Channel. There we go. Is this going to play my audio here? No. Okay. So if you go to the Twitch page, at right here on the About page, I guess, subscriber commands, and you can read through them. There's a whole bunch of them. Savage, Ohmies, Mad Science, Vibe, Rainbow Cat. Don't know what Rainbow Cat is? Hit the command. Chillin', less is more, in your face, dramatic, ARPS, dance, get down, funky, retro, alien, X-Files, crash, wild, trippy, taking notes, fire, dope, bean juice, tea, cheers, crank it, modular, cats, synth, happy birthday, welcome, hi, bye, feedback, raid, party, Bob Ross, classic, squirrel, ninja, smooth, guru, love, more, vote, I'm here, question, groovy, thank you, moves, and hey guys. So hopefully you guys have some fun triggering those. Da, 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 da. All right, so I think all of the rest of those are working. Cool. All right. So what else is happening today? I have finally figured out well, a couple of things. One, the ongoing threads of our stream, because I'd like to really kind of dial in a bit more of a routine, because I'm finding it hard to get to all of the plugin reviews that plugin developers want me to do, and you know, just all the things. So I'm thinking that I've got this kind of figured out, which is good because it's taken me a bit of time, and it's all pretty silly to have it take this much time. But I am going to... Oh, Charlie, you're right, Ben. Absolutely. I will get that. Charlie, we'll get that. So I'm going to have like a little sound subscription thing unveiled soon, and I want it to be kind of hand in hand with the Twitch stream, because I feel pretty confident about this at this point. I don't think I really ever want to go back to the other social platforms for engagement with community. I'm feeling like I'm really over it. And I know that that upsets a lot of people because there's thousands of people over there and there's hundreds of people over here. But but I just find it all to be so kind of uh, antithetical to what we all really want. And I have a hard time uh, dealing with how I see it affecting people and like kind of the power that it has. So anyway, in an effort um, to kind of increase engagement with people on both sides and not actually really actively participate on the other platforms, I'm going to have this kind of little crossover element where um, those who aren't really all that into Twitch can still have like a constant, finger on the pulse, so to speak. I won't put stuff up for them over there anymore, and they'll just either have to come here and get it live, or um, uh, have a kind of little surprise basket, if you will. I mean, everybody knows about subscription boxes and stuff like this, right? And we've all got these music making subscription services. And I've got a couple ideas cooked up that I think are really fun. And I think that they would be a bit more inspiring and engaging than what other folks are doing right now. And part of the fun of all of this will be that you guys are going to get to challenge me, like constantly, like black box challenges, basically. So I think that should be a lot of fun, and I think that it will, uh, I don't know, spark a whole bunch of different creative ideas and inspiration in a whole bunch of different people because when you get to watch somebody work that obviously isn't you, you get to learn a lot. And when they're having to do things in new tools that they don't know about yet, or, approach new sounds that they aren't used to making or whatever, you learn even more. And it's great to see people freaking fumble and fall, right? And I love making mistakes. So I feel like this all kind of fits together rather well. Um, but yeah, anyway, it's been a long time coming. I feel I haven't been able to even like go on to the other socials and even keep up with people for a long time now. And it was just a matter of time before I finally gave in and admitted to myself that I just don't have real interest in engaging with my community there. Yeah. Um, so uh you guys are kind of gonna have a bigger hand in I guess the direction of some things, which is freaking awesome. Which is freaking awesome, because most of my stuff for years has been kind of community directed, sort of, and a big bulk of that community um, has moved in like wildly different directions, and they almost all started within the early days of like seeking out online music tutorials and like just getting started with music production, or just trying to figure out how to get it going with computers after not being on computers forever. Um, and I feel like a lot of those people have reaped the rewards so many times over in regards to like exposure and inspiration and like gaining new knowledge and stuff like that. So um, I think it would also be fun just to kind of rehash a lot of that stuff over again. So, um, so anyway, starting today, pretty much most streams will include some kind of element of challenge me, I think. Um, because building this thing, and I'm not going to say anything more about what that thing is until I actually have the first one done for y'all. Um, I just want it to be this kind of spontaneous and organic kind of feel to it, because I've always felt like that really translates as far as inspiration goes. To me, it's like um, the best power, the best battery that you could put inside of sounds. It's just like real, true, in the moment inspiration. So Ben, getting back to your thing, dude. Uh, what what the hell happened to your projects, dude? What's up, Will? How you doing, dude? How are things in NYC today? Javar, welcome back. Yeah, Twitch really is so much nicer, isn't it? Yeah, Foss. Facebook is dead. I haven't been able to post like to the OhmLab page, I think, in like over a year. I just can't. I just can't. It's become so much more harmful, it seems, than good with in I don't know, in how it's affecting people around me even. So I just yeah. Sev, dude. Sorry we missed Monday. Got to get this funk track finished. I owe you some saxophone. Yeah, Paul, that's what I kept telling myself too, but I just haven't been on Facebook. I just haven't. And I just don't really have much interest at this point. I just don't have any tolerance for the BS side of it, but even more than that, it's just yeah, it's just rough. It's just rough, which sucks because I've built some really big groups and stuff over there. And you can't just uh, expect everybody to pop over. But I'll probably make some kind of official announcement over there shortly. So we might see a little influx of folks. Jafar, yeah. That's kind of where I am too. Hey Javar, there's a command for that. There's a hey guys. There's a whole bunch of new stuff. Y'all can trigger commands. Go play. Oh, and Candy Mount Charlie. Charlie, he wanted a Candy Mount. Benny did. So, dude, we gotta think of something nice to do for Ben. Um, all of his projects are gone. What the hell? You guys back up your stuff. If you guys aren't backing up your stuff, back up your stuff. Holy heck. Oh my goodness. Back up your stuff. Oh man. Paul says, I have an idea. If open for group participation, make some foundation tracks, play them on stream, and we can jam at home, record our parts, and dump them into community space for a follow or fun. Yeah, Paul, this is kind of like that. This is um yeah, I really don't want to get into the details too much, just because I've had there are so many times that I've put out a product or put out an idea, and then like a month later, there's two dozen other people doing the same exact thing. So we'll let this thing simmer, and then I will pull the lid off of it and let you guys fully jump in. But in the meantime, you guys will challenge me, and it will become a bit more interactive um, each month as this all progresses. But long story short, y'all are going to have access to content that simply won't be accessible in any other way. So I do like that. Uh, Zev, it was Ben. It was nanowires. Yo, yo, UFO Ocean. How are you? Happy hump day to you, homie. How are you? Cloud backups and physical backups. And beyond just backups, you got to have clones too, right? I mean, if you're like if you're a performer. Damien is here with a party of 29. Welcome, guys. There are new things. You can type in raid. Is that going to work? Or is that a duplicate as well? We're learning as we go on the first day of the new commands. But there are a ton of new commands. What's up, Foss? What's up, guy? But yeah, seriously, if you've got a backup, it can save the day, right? But if something happens to your physical space, you've got to have a cloud backup these days, right? And if you go out and you perform, a backup doesn't do it. You've got to have a clone, because what if something happens to your laptop, right? So the 3 layers of security: backup, cloud backup, and clone. Got to have them. Got to have them. We've got to think of something good to do for Ben. That sucks. 320 projects, is that what he said? That's too many to lose. That's awful. Awful. Super sissies. That's like me not keeping copies of the things that I've made over the years. It's like, I keep all these massive backups for all my clients. Iggy Yoke, how are you? Zamertz. Oh. Subvids, dude, that is lucky to almost lose 2. Oh boy. Oof. Yeah, you got to get the stuff off site. That's true. A great backup story. Oh man. Hey, 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 Cardiac Records, how are you? Can't back up 4 terabytes to the cloud. Oh, yeah, the physical drives are an absolute must. Okay, so commands. We talked about the new state of things and ditching the other socials. And next thing is going to be the Serum Workshop update. Okay, so there's been a ton of people that have expressed interest in jumping into the next Serum Workshop, and I'm thinking that it might be National Migratory Bird Day that we do this, because we have to do something on Migratory Bird Day. Isn't that right? Isn't that one of those things that we have to do? I looked up what's happening and has happened and all of that on May 8th, which is Migratory Bird Day, of course. I don't have to say the date because you guys know that, right? And there were a lot of different things that have happened on May 8th, because apparently it's happened every single year. Every single year there's a May 8th, apparently. Anyway, this year on May 8th, I'm thinking that we might do the Serum Workshop. So I'm going to put it up for a vote for you guys. And we're going to see if you guys think that May 8th is a good idea too. Where did Twitch go? And while I type this up, I want you guys to give me my first challenge for the day and tell me what kind of sounds you are hoping for right now. All right, what's this poll? This poll is, shall May 8th be... and yes, Serum is the winner of the last couple rounds of these polls. Okay, is May 8th a good day for the Serum Workshop? This is a Saturday. I selected a weekend day to make sure that we could get as many people thinking that this is convenient and workable as possible. And we will see. Oh, Serum. Oh, man. And I was supposed to be reminded. Foss, I put together a whole bunch of new commands. Still putting the final pieces together so it all like connects and you can actually get lists presented to you and all of that. But for right now, it's on the Twitch page, on the channel page. And you, my friend, have rattled off about 12 at least over the past couple of streams that you've walked into. And those are the ones that I'm missing. I've got over 50 others that I had written down that you guys had been asking for, and those are up. But Foss, you specifically, uh, I need to hear from with some command ideas. Zimberts, welcome. And Foss. And Andremia, hello. Canadian geese, dual citizens. Zeep Sandthorpe is back in the house. Welcome. Welcome back. Ooh, a chainsaw-like sound cutting through metal. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. We could attempt that today. And you want this through synthesis, right? Imagine doing something. Paul, you don't even do serum, but you're happy to hang out in a workshop. Oh, dude. Well, it's always fun to have you around, whether you serum or you don't. I mean, all of these things are applicable to whatever. It's just that people will be leaving with a bunch of files that will work well in serum. That said, you know, only serum patches are specific to serum. The wavetables are just wave files. So we can bounce those all day and night out of serum, and people can still leave the workshop with a ton of new wavetables. This is a wavetable centric thing. Thank you for the follow, Goofer. And Ben, thanks again for the sub, and shout out to Paulie for a resub before the stream. I appreciate you. Ooh, yeah, we need some Foss. That is a good one. Anybody who does not have the free sound pack yet this month, you should probably go grab it. We're going to do some challenges each month from here on out. Whoever submits the coolest, most interesting thing each month is probably going to earn themselves a little guest appearance in stream. And there will be a smattering of other prizes. The categories are loose because there are no genres. You can send in sounds, you can send in tracks, you can send in a rescored video game scene, or you could send through a trailer that you've just put together, or whatever. If you're using the sounds that you got as a subscriber, then it's all good. This is all really just an excuse to hear more of what each other are doing and get to know each other as humans, like with faces and voices and stuff, not just little, you know, characters in the chat. So, it's worth it. Iggy Yoke, thank you so much for the sub. Saffron, thank you for defending us. And Ocean, of course. Of course. You have a short tune sample challenge for mixed feedback if possible. Just got to make sure no one in the chat is part of it. Yeah, absolutely. Are you saying that you want this feedback private? Is that what you're saying? Oh, very nice, Paul. Very nice. How was Friday, by the way? And what has everyone else been doing with their creative time over the past few days? I missed you guys on Monday. Got to keep the spammers away. Master Fly Swatter. There are so many new commands, you guys. I won't be able to remember them all, but as we're making sounds and you think of new ones, here's what we're going to do, because it's difficult for me to catch all of the things. There's a little thing that you can click on the screen. What's it called? I forget. Um, Suggestion box. That's what it's called. Suggestion box. You could just type whatever you want in there and the commands. If you think of new commands, type them in there. Like spam. Oh, you guys are great. Ooh, Volca patches. Nice, nice. Oh, I see. Now I'm understanding Ocean. I got you. Okay. Yeah, you just drop a link when you're ready. Masters by Iggy. Welcome. Okay, so here's what I think of serum versus vital, and massive versus serum, and serum versus absinthe, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting because there's always going to be something new, and there's always going to be, well, I don't know about always, because it did not used to be this way. This really started with massive going to serum. And it all kind of started with these massive uses in, or surges in use of a one specific tool because it was available on a torrent. This is a completely artificially inflated like meme train that we're on with these synths. It truly, truly is, because this just simply didn't used to happen. Anyway, it's not worth jumping ship for anything, anything. Period. If you find inspiration in a new tool, then freaking use it. But as far as like everyone's using something, so we've got to use it, no way. Because there's a lot of people that want to do what I do, and my favorite tool is Absinthe. You know what I mean? Like, I know people that have been doing this for 20 years and they still use Absinthe, right? I turn to Serum when I want something really flexible and fast and like endless possibilities, because I know so many little things, so many little shortcuts and ways to move my shapes from one panel to the next and stuff, and just like get more out of everything. So, and the ability to create wavetables with Serum is just like, it's unmatched because of the workflows available to you. It's just ridiculously simple. That said, I use Massive a lot too. I use Massive a lot. And the reason why I use that is because it's not visual. So that's the synth that I like to turn to when I need a basic subtractive synth with wavetable capabilities, that I want to use my ears on, truly, right? And when I want something really, really good with FM, I'm probably going to turn to FM8, right? And Absinthe is the tool that I prefer most when it comes to the blending of sample manipulation and advanced synthesis, because it takes it in the direction of like discovery and cinematic depth and stuff like instantly. So to each their own, and each tool is going to have its strength. Vital is a new kid on the block, and it's awesome. Um, the thing about a large user base with a really established product like Serum or Massive is just that, it is established. So if you feel like you need to reach out for resources or support or something or presets or whatever it is for a tool, then it's probably better to err on the side of what's been around for a really long time, because you're going to have more available to you, right? If you're a gearhead and you really want to get your hands on the newest thing, that's totally different. Vital's awesome. It's a really neat thing. There are so many awesome synths out there, and I can't even keep track of them anymore. Um, I mean, seriously, and I've been doing like reviews and stuff for years, and I love this stuff. It is tough to keep track of, but it is good. May 8th is good. Say 67% of the people, 6 votes. So I will So 6 to 3. So we might do the first one on the 8th then. Maybe we'll run this poll one more time later in the stream and see what people are thinking. Saffron says, question, are you using a de-esser on your stream? No, I'm not. In fact, the only thing that it gives you access to is, if I remember correctly, there's a volume, a limiter, a noise gate, and then I think there might be like a gain or something like that. And that's it. Like that's all the tools that you have. Because I'm not running it through anything. Because the less stuff you run things through in a stream, the better, really. You don't have too many things that can break. I'm not a professional, but Serum is my favorite. I hear you, Foss. It's really tough for me to pick a favorite synth. Man, that is tough. It's tough. Fun with breaks and bass. Started on Saturday. All sounds aside from drums made from samples provided. Okay. Nothing too serious. Be kind. All right. Here we go, Ocean. Okay, so a couple things here. This is super funky. This is awesome. I don't really have a bunch of critiques here for you. I really don't. And before I start blabbing, we'll just check to see what people are talking about. Yeah, Foss, Steve is great in the forums. He's fantastic. This is Serum is his baby, right? Paul, after 11 a.m. Pacific. If you're asking about the workshop, then yeah, we totally make it after 11. Um, for oscillator phase mod synth. Heyo, Aftershock, how are ya? Welcome back, dude. Today, you guys are going to challenge me. I want people to challenge me. We're about to embark on a really cool adventure. And you guys are going to ask me to make stuff. And I'm going to. Okay, so everybody in here likes this. Everybody in here likes this. And I do too. So Crayon Brain is awesome. That's a great name. It's so freaking catchy that it doesn't get repetitive. There are so many little things to tune into, and the mashup of elements is just uniquely funky and awesome. And I honestly really wouldn't change anything. The only question that I have about your mix is there an auto gain on your bass? We'll try to EQ the bass line a little bit more. If you do, make it a dynamic EQ if you can, if you have one. Yeah, it would be great as a Twitch username too. Absolutely. I need to look at the bass group. Might not have been sober when you set it up. Well, yeah. The reason why I ask is because if there is an auto gain on it, then that's an easy fix because you just toggle it off and set as just a static level. And then that way you don't have those peaks every once in a while that are a little bit too loud because it's compensating bit for bit, basically. Cool. Yeah, Nova would be great. So boom, boom. What up, Black Book? How are you? Yeah, learn vital. Good challenge. Yeah, absolutely. And part of the reason why I'm making the shift with the streams and away from the other platforms and all of that kind of stuff is so I can maintain the ability to still do plugin reviews and stuff and get new synths and stuff in front of you guys. That's really kind of at the crux of all of this because it's difficult to make all of it actually fit in. So here we go. Where'd that just go, Aftershock? Ah, there it is.
Oh, it doesn't even matter, cause what you say goes. I never really had any say. I always sit around and just watch the chips fall. So used to the way that it's been. And when you give up, cause you think it's best when the going gets tough, it's getting easier to say. Enough is enough. Say what you're gonna say. I don't care.
All right. So this is great. Dude, you always have such this like this lushness to the retro quality of what you're making. It feels very true. It just feels very true, like true to the era that you tend to capture. And it's really refreshing. Javar, I just saw your comment, and he's going to review them all in terms of serum. I give the synth 0.74 serums. If you go back and you look at videos or read reviews or articles in magazines or whatever, listen to interviews like in podcasts with me, like over the past, how long has serum been around for now? Let's see here. If you go back and you look like over the past 6 years or so, um, you'll see that it's very much the same as what I'm saying right now. It's verbatim. People were bagging on Massive and kind of lionizing Serum, and the thing is that Massive hadn't been updated for a decade, and Serum was delivering updates that Massive users wanted. Plus, it was visual, it was awesome, but it doesn't mean that all of the things that quite literally born the move, like it birthed the movement that most of the haters who were on the hater bandwagon, it birthed the movement that gave them the position to have that voice in the first place. They were quite literally making their sounds in Massive and learning from guys like me and the other folks on ADSR and whatnot. Like, and you know, yeah, just because something great comes along doesn't mean you have to start bagging on the other thing or compare it, honestly. Zaris, what's up, dude? How are you? Okay, cool. So this is just the mixed version. Yeah, okay. So and Subvids is saying louder Vox, please. I would actually hold back on that and say I would not increase the loudness of the vocals. I think the vocals are probably fine. I think that the mix itself is in competition with the vocals, and I think that it can come down. I am wondering what kind of mix compression you have on it. Because it seems, it feels like it might be a little bit too much. You've got the dreamy, lush thing happening, but it's not exactly spacious, if you know what I mean, right? It's wide and it's loud and it's very present, but it's very present in almost all ways. Which leads me to think that the dynamic range across the board of the entire mix isn't as great as some of the other stuff that you've sent through. And by great, I mean as deep. And then the sides are being affected by all of this, I think, because the compression is so prominent. So overall, I think that the mix itself, like the volume, the positioning, the processing, all of that is fantastic as always. So there's some bleed of the bass into the sides, and I would attenuate the low mids of that bass. You're losing the percussive nature of the hats, and I think it might be the claps in the left. I thought it was a rim there for a little bit, but then towards the end, I was hearing a bit more character in it, so I'm thinking probably a clap. It seemed a little bit longer than a stick. Anyway, they are hard to hear at points. The hat is obfuscated, and the clap is just straight. Um, like not even noticeable at points. I understand that it's like alternating notes there, but there's it just kind of drops out. So I think that the rest of the mix, aside from the vocals, uh, the gain add back and the depth of the compression, I think both can be eased up on. And I think that the whole track would sound probably flipping fantastic as soon as you do that. Because I think pretty much everything else is there, except for maybe just a touch less low mids in the sides. So you can get a bit more of the percussive nature. The backing vocals that comes up off on the side, brilliant, but also in competition with the mix. So, and I think that it's a compression thing. I think it's just a range thing. Very, very cool vibe. Zaris, how the hell are you, dude? I've got vocal stuff I need to send you. I think I'm all done with it now. Are you a Cars fan? You've got to be a Cars fan making this kind of music, right? Yeah, Aftershock. I guarantee you Purple was dancing. You could tell. Saf, long time no see, Zaris. Yeah, that's because he's a freaking monster right now. You spread it in ozone in the mastering. Okay, bingo. That's where it is. It's just a little bit too much. That's all it is. Um, so here's there are tricks that you can use. Okay, so if you have ozone, then you have the breakout components, right? So you can use um, the uh, what do they call it? Is it just stereo imager or imager? I think it's just imager, the ozone imager. Anyway, load that up as an individual component in your mix, right? On some of these items. And you will with great precision place the different elements of that sound in the mix exactly the way that you want to. And you don't even need to get into mid-side because you can do it all through multiband imaging, which is it's just such a brilliant thing. And you can just choose, like you can set a standard for this type of music, right? You could just say like, hey, look, everything 150 and down in the bass channel is straight freaking mono, right? And everything up to 300 is spread like maybe, you know, 10% or something like that. And then maybe everything above that, like maybe you take it only down to 3 channels or something. Everything above that is pushed out like 25% or something like that. So that way you get this nice little funnel effect and your base image, if you will, matches precisely the ideal shape of the cone even, right? That it's coming out of. So it can't help but push stuff out in the right way, right? Yes, I am saying that I missed the clap, and you are saying that you spread for just, but now you need an approximate. Getting old. Oh man. Paul is asking, was Massive and Complete 3? That's when I jumped in. No, I think Massive was more like Complete 5, I think. 3 would have been an update to Absinthe, I believe. You would have had like Absinthe 3 by that point, which was a really cool interface. And Contact Contact 2 Contact 2 I think was probably in that one. That's going back a ways. That's going back a ways because um yeah. The serum to my addiction for sound design doesn't outweigh a drink of absinthe. Nice, Saf. Yeah, man, using doors and horror projects, absolutely. Yeah, Aftershock, you know what? Using the individual components is really where the secret sauce is with all the ozone stuff. It really is because you get that suite and it's great. It's an all-in-one thing during the mastering process, but all of those things are like fully applicable during um, the actual mix down. They're freaking great, dude. They really help wrangle in um, the stereo image in like such a precise way. It's just so good. It's so good. Can't say enough about it. I can't believe you're done with that already, Rick. Man. Oh, I didn't get the mastered version. Oh, so then, okay, hold on a second. Aftershock, hold on. Uh, I didn't get the home run. I see. Okay, so we're not hearing what you've already made other changes to. Well, if the sides, if the clap and the snare are hard to hear in the sides, I believe that that's what it would be. But it does sound like the vocals are competing with the rest of the mix in this current version right here. People. One instance of massive would rev up your 2010 MacBook's fan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, once you get like 20 or 30 modulators in there, and people who have a lot of orange energy age differently. How is that? Tried like hell to get it to run on my Muse receptor, but no luck. Oh man. Yeah, Isotope makes really good stuff, Ocean, for sure. Dude, Rick, 12-hour days right now. That's how you're getting it all done. Man, no wonder. You got carded for the lotto. Oh, that's a nice feeling. As a mastering engineer, I don't hate ozone like my peers. I love the maximizer and the widener. Likewise, I do as well. I do as well. Yeah, you should relax on plugins. Really, around that time of year, man, the only thing to really be taking a look at is the 50% off annual sale from Native Instruments, because that's when you pull the trigger on Complete. And if you do it like every other year, you stay super, super current. You stay super current. All right, so we've got another link here that I need to scroll up and find. Man, chat has been busy the last few streams, eh? And then let's make some new stuff. So, Merits, you ready? All right. Oh no. Oh, dude. Hey, Ben, welcome back. I just saw your post. So you do have a backup, but it's 8 months old. So everything after that you did is gone. So are you telling me that in 8 months you made 320 projects? And if that is what you are telling me, um, you the man. You the man. Although that freaking sucks. I bet you're not going to miss backups after this. Dude, seriously. Is it toast? Like, have you tried to recover? Dude, it sucks. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Made for a remix competition. For Date Night's Flora Fauna's new sample pack. All right. Well, that was just flippin' lovely. Um, just really nice. Really, really nice. And before I jump in, let's see what people are saying, other than they really, really like this. Ben, dude. So, Zamaris, hold tight. Ben, I see your comment about just giving up. After a big crash like that, it feels like it's really the only responsible thing to do, or like it's just never gonna end or something. Um, but you're better for having music in your life. And I know that when these feelings pass, um, you're still going to be uh, the same guy that is just as passionate about all of this stuff with the same deep longings and desires, who just happened to get really freaking fed up. Um, but I would really encourage you not to. I really would. Uh, that said, your output is obviously really high, you know? Um, my question for you would be, are you having fun with it? Like, are you playing or are you just producing? Zamerits, people like this. Hey, hey, it is official. Crayon Brain is in the house, bouncing in his chair. Um, some other stuff music related you're going to pursue. Oh, yeah, Ben, have all the stuff on the drive from Pyramide. That's good. Um, yeah, dude, I would just walk away for a bit. Go hike in the woods for like 4 days and come back and play video games for a couple of days or something. You know what I mean? Just like freaking have a barbecue for one in your backyard. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's really tough. We can't really blow off steam the way that we want to right now, and we're all freaking isolated when these really heavy things happen. It just sucks. It just sucks. And I'm sorry you're going through it, dude. Yeah, people are really liking this. All right, Samaritans, your notepad is ready. I would encourage you to potentially add some dusty air, super subtle, right over the top of everything, and I mean like really, really subtle, really subtle. Um, and you can kind of fake a really subtle atmosphere, um, um, just in like a synth. You really can. Like if you don't have a space to capture something without like a bunch of traffic noise or something in the far distant or whatever, just something really, really, really subtle. And as long as it's moving just a little bit and it's kind of dusty, I think it would feel so good hanging over the top of this thing, because it's got such a nice ambience. Um, and when the reverb is going, it's dense enough that it doesn't translate really as like the upper atmospheric kind of airiness element that I'm speaking to. So I do think that there's room for it as kind of like maybe even this omnipresent kind of thing that just kind of does its thing throughout the entire thing. Okay, so the reverb in the intro, which I don't know exactly what to define as the intro. It's so I guess for like the first minute or so, um, is kind of where I'm talking about here. The lows hang just a little bit too long, um, for the bass in the intro. So I would say you might want to add just a tiny little bit of ducking. And it could even be just on the reverb channel. So right after your reverb on that send, you're going to put a compressor on it, and then you're going to sidechain in a signal from your kick. And then each time that kicks, it's going to attenuate the reverb channel. Okay, and you just don't add any gain back, and keep it super tight and subtle, just like a few dB, like maybe 5 dB even. It'll just add a nice little feel, I think. And you wouldn't have to change anything else in the mix, because I think everything feels really good here. The ARP here, this one, when it's sitting solo, you can really hear it quite well. But once you've got the other couple of elements in there, the reverb and the vocals and stuff popping all at the same time, and you're getting that wash that's kind of now hanging here, and the timbre starts to change, it kind of feels like it could use just a little bit more middle emphasis, mid-high emphasis. Nothing piercing, just like an additional like dB and a half or so, right around 600-ish, something like that. Man, those perks at 215, very nice. The vocal chops that you've got at 3 minutes, maybe just a touch longer reverb decay. And then you could even consider playing around with modulating the reverb a little bit. I can hear a super subtle like delay chaser that's in there, which is nice. But it just feels like all of that right in that specific spot. It feels like it could be something slightly more interesting on the back end of those vocal chops there. And I really love the little minimal noise bits that are tucked away in there. They kind of get disclosed by like, I don't know, 4 minutes when everything starts to kind of come out of that fog there. Like right in here. They're great. They're great. They're just so ambiguous and familiar all at the same time. It's really good selection. Good stuff, dude. Really good stuff. Masters by Iggy, I see your link here. I will click on that a bit. Man, I'm just reading all of the ideas that people are throwing at you right now, Ben. Everybody knows what you're feeling right now. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like a loss like this, it's just like when you go through a bad breakup or something and you're just devastated. Um, and music is there for you on the other side of that. And yeah, you gotta there's a bit of faith in this relationship, isn't there? And then of course, maybe your future isn't in music at all, but shoveling manure at a farm. The decision is up to you, says Andremia. Subvids is feeling the environmental ambience on this one as well. Zameritz, you know what? I will show you here in just a moment how you can pull that off in just a couple of minutes. Hmm. Foss, enjoy the lurk, dude. We will be here. LA Rain, much appreciated. Okay, so hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just getting to the bottom of the chat here and reading everybody's thoughts on the hard drive loss. It's difficult. It is difficult. But you're also in the moment right now. All right, so who is waiting in the weeds here? It's Masters by Iggy. But really quick, we're just going to show how you could quickly make just a really simple kind of dusty atmosphere. All you really need is a noise oscillator. And you could even just use a stock white noise, whatever. Find a let's do a band. All right, let's just put a LFO on this, and then we'll switch this to a super subtle kind of thing. And we will wrangle in the depth here. And we'll just go super slow, unsync this. Okay, so this right here, and this can be pretty hard to hear, so I'll crank this up for you. It's a pretty simple, if you key track it, you can kind of tune it to your project. And then you can add some kind of grit to it too. And you want to keep it really, really subtle. Let me just play with the frequency here just a little bit. And on this one, we'll put another super subtle one. So we're just going to take this down in speed again. And then you can just cream it. Take out the lows so it's not disruptive. Take out some highs so it's not disruptive. Keep your spin really low if you are going to use any kind of modulation. And then to make it work well in your mix, all you need is really just an EQ at the end. Make sure that you're not using a resonant peak where you're cutting. And if you want to incorporate just a little bit of noise on top of the like really airy stuff, just grab something really simple, like a sine wave. And I mean, you could even just use this, just FM into it with the sawtooth or something. Let's just take this way down. Okay, so I need a busier waveform, obviously. and then you send that through your filter and get a little dust. You can leave a little tone in it if you like. Yeah, and if you leave it all key tracked, you can find something that really fits the actual mood of your song too. um, Still getting caught up here. Still getting caught up here. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Aftershock has got tuba. Nobody else gets to claim tuba in the band. Okay, but you have to carry it all by yourself all the way up the mountain. Yeah, Zamert. See, it's really just about the balance of the frequency spectrum. That's exactly it. That's what helps it make it so immersive. The stuff doesn't have to be um, busy, just present, right? Even if it's just adding um, some excitement to lesser heard frequencies in the overall mix, even if it's just little dust motes in the air. You know what I mean? It really adds up to something. When you walk into a place that's really brand new and it's just been built, right? And like it's almost abrasive in its blank slatedness. You know what I mean? But when you walk into an old place, it's got some history. You can kind of feel the character in the air. You know what I mean? There's still all these some stuff that's happened there. There's some vibrations in there. You know, I feel like that's the magic of finding the proper balance of light and dark or positive and negative space in music or in art in general, right? Present and accounted for, but not overburied in any area. Uh, Purple Pros, you drink rose water every day? Is this how you feel on the inside? You've got pink wings and a rose in the middle. Yeah, it's the merits. And then you just automate it and you do it all in a way that's like specific to your music, right? And play around with different types of noise because I could have just as easily chosen a vinyl crackle in here, right? Um, it's like a high crackle in here. Let's just ditch this oscillator really quick. Turn this up. And you can go so far as to layer a couple of these together, right? And I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we would actually get into in the wavetable masterclass workshop, which is just like, how do you then take something like that and transform it into a wavetable in a way that could actually function musically, right? And like, how can you layer that in with other instruments or other mixes or whatever to like create continuity across an entire album or if you're scoring an entire film or television show, like how do you fit those things in and all of the different many ways? Um, yeah, it's all about simplicity and representation, I guess, huh? Gabriel, welcome back, dude. How are you? Masters by Iggy. You haven't thought of that because it's just one of those simple things. It's just one of the many, many simple things we see, and we're like, ah, man, why didn't I think of that? You bet, Samaritz. Absolutely. No problem. To make a 3-minute evolving drone. Okay, done. We will do that. I'm going to click on this link for feedback for Masters by Iggy, and then we're going to jump into a evolving drone. And I'll do you once more. Oh, wait. That's just the hard drive list. I thought there was another thing from you. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There is, isn't there? There it is. Oh, I've already loaded it. You'd think it was a Monday. All right, let's do this. This is really good. I don't know that I necessarily have a lot to nitpick here in the mix. There's certainly nothing wrong with the arrangement. I really like your use of texture. 1 minute, that layering. It's awesome. Uh, what is oh, I didn't even spell it right. What is the string instrument that you're using? It sounds like an Eru or something. One, I really like it. It really fits the vibe. Two, what about some like gentle foreshadowing, like kind of a drony low note, kind of mixed in a little bit, kind of swirling almost maybe before that actually comes in. Excuse me. The only reason I mention it is because I like the abruptness of the entry point there, like as it's I like the note in its abruptness, but I wish like that those formants in there had been introduced earlier, because I feel like it's a texture thing. It's it's an aesthetic thing. Um, and you've got this hauntingly beautiful thing here. And when that comes in, it's this brilliant, like almost revelation, and it almost leaves the track feeling a little bit imbalanced, um, simply because it's so evenly balanced otherwise, right? It's almost like this is a set of scales here. It's brilliant work. It's really, really good work. Um, if there was just like one long, lingering low note or something early, I think it would feel really super good with those other textures. Still, though, just this super simple use of texture, it really makes this whole first, I don't even know where it starts. Is it like around a minute? It felt like it was about a minute. Like right in here, if there was this low note to kind of emerge as like this drone, really subtle. You could even move it. Like let it come up in a small swell and just disappear right before this kind of fades in here. Such good stuff. Really nice. Some really great emotion in here. I also really love the vibrato in the string. You might want to look at using a subtle tremolo, just a zero phase tremolo, just so it's operating on only volume, and just add a little wiggle here and there. You could even do it to the reverb tails of some of the stuff, just to keep it extra minimal. I think the keys are great too, by the way. This is a great track. Big ups on this one. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was. I learned how to play one of those when I was living in Thailand. Um, well, and the counterparts to them. Yeah, Zaris is feeling the same thing. It's just missing some kind of counterpoint with the string, maybe another lower string down an octave or something. Um, yeah, the whole bittersweet thing. It's very nice. Uh, yes, yes, yes. Cornfield song Interstellar. Yeah, totally. Right. Yeah, the piano's great. Yeah, people are liking this. This is good. Reminds me of the music from when I worked at a sushi restaurant. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and of course, cowbell. I think Aftershock has a really good point here, but I don't think we should stop at a cowbell. What about a cowbell tree? You know, where you've got like the ability to just, you know, you can play with your hands and your feet simultaneously. Check my mail. Okay, Zaris, I will do that. And then I will entertain the 3 minute drone challenge really quick. That's easy for me. We could do that in a minute, maybe two. Oh, hey, I just got a little teaser. Let me just download this really quick. I just got a teaser from Zaris. This is from the upcoming Sky Realm pack. You guys want to hear a little bit? And then we'll jump in and do this. Damn right you own a cowbell, Zemerits. Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was thinking that it was that arrow as well. Yeah, they definitely have a very unique character. That's why I like those kind of rough and tumble like gourd instruments and stuff. They have such unique character. I freaking love them. Oh man. And yeah, Crayon Brain, I am all in on the name change. I'm gonna have to call you Ocean every once in a while, though, right? It's like calling Rain Rain. You got to keep Rain in the mix. Nice, Jafar. You got to have a cowbell, dude. Well, if you went Taiko, see, here's the thing. I feel that subvids. The only thing I would be concerned about is that you would be turning it into a cinematic thing. This has cinematic like drama and emotion, but only if you feel only if you go in that direction as a listener. But if you were to add something like Taiko's in there, then you're kind of forcing the listener in that direction. I don't know. That'd be a tough decision for me if I would go in that direction or not because it feels so good ambient like this. Yeah. I hear you though, dude. I can't help wondering that kind of stuff too. Oh, I play harmonica, but I can make a piercingly loud slide whistle from a plastic straw. Oh man. Aftershock, I just read your comment. Wrote a score yesterday, about 4 hours. I was blowing myself away with it, and my brother texted me to ask why I was recreating the Danny Elfman Batman theme. I closed the project without saving it and walked away. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I would do in Dremia. This type of stuff right here is perfect for licensing. I don't know if you're into getting your stuff out there into licensing Masters by Iggy, but I would point out that this is an ideal candidate for it because, as Andremia is pointing out, you can spin out remixes of something like this very easily. You can add hybrid um, edgy bass. You can you can go full on like percussive trailer. You can go in so many different ways. So something like this, you could sell in a little bundle that has these little spin-off variations or something easily. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Let's check this teaser from Zaris. This is from kit number 5 inside of the Sky Realm pack that's coming. All right, so this was great, of course. This is the latest from Zaris. Rick has been working 12-hour days, just doing an unbelievable amount of work across the pond, and it's all just flipping awesome. That is from the upcoming Sky Realm pack that will be out on Ghostack before too long. And now I've been challenged by, who is this? Subvids? Sounds like any limited track is peaking my streaming. Uh-oh. Is it? See, now I don't actually get to hear output from Streamlabs. The only way, it's a massive flaw in their design. You have to wait until you go back and hear your recordings. But I will say that it sounded a bit overdriven as I was playing it just from my finder. So I'm not sure if it was, I'm not sure. Zaris, I would call you a bit more than a sample pack creator. Good. You should feel like you're in a movie, Heidi. Aftershock, I don't even think you were here when I put together the trailer for the cinematic pack that I was building over the past month on the stream. Maybe we'll dip into that after I make this. All right, who was challenging me? Was that Subvids? I think it was. All right, so just a 3-minute evolving drone starting now. So we'll just initialize this preset and we'll start from scratch. And we might as well do something fun while we're here. So let's just start with a sine. And let's do some kind of interesting escalation here. Let's do maybe something from the Animoog. Let me just listen. All right, I'm going to take this down. I'm going to bring this all the way down. FM in. All right, so I'm going to put that up to approximately there-ish. And set this to trigger and set this to 1 bar. And now I'm just going to ease out of this. Okay, make this an envelope. Let's drop it 1, get a little more texture out of it. All right, so we're just going to bounce that into this oscillator here. So resample to A, and then we'll just ditch this. So we've now got a new wavetable here, and we'll just put this on the wavetable knob now. Yeah, some fierce bass now. Cool. Okay, so we'll use that. And then let's also, let's take, maybe this metal. Let's just listen to this metal for a second here. This is just one of mine from the Shapeshifters pack. All right, so let's take this is a pretty interesting shape right here. On this LFO, I'm going to send this over here. I'm going to use this as a modulator here and bring this back to normal and turn this off. I'm just going to listen, and I'm going to put this on the Let's just do like a remap. And we'll just stick this on here. And actually, we don't need to trigger. We'll just unsync. Really, really low level here. Doesn't really seem to be doing... Oh, because I didn't save it. Ha! Hold on just a second. Just call this roller coaster for now. It's kind of fun. All right, so now let's just open this up. All right, and let's just ditch out of this. Oh, that's good right there. I like that. All right, so what we're going to do for the really long form evolving, what we're going to do is we'll initialize this. We'll put this back on like a triangle or something, and we'll put this one over here, and we're just going to roll right through the entirety of the wavetable here, and let's just bring this way down. And then while that is happening, we're going to have this other one, and maybe we'll even sync this one. Maybe we'll sync this to like a, I don't know, 16 bars or something. Even longer, 32 bars. Let's try that. All right, so on this one, let's just bring this back, and we'll set this one at a slightly different rate. We'll keep it untriggered, but we'll keep it synced at like maybe an 8 bar or something. So all these will be offset. As long as one of the things is unsynced in your chain and it continues to influence the others, then everything will be good. All right, let's move that in more than just a band. Let's do... Let's put this on. Maybe we'll just make this bipolar to a certain extent. Ish, somewhere in here, something. All right, and let's just choose a noise really quick. Do something organic. And let's put a little something on here. Again, unsync, and we'll leave it untriggered. Okay, let's grab something interesting on this one. Let's do maybe a... Maybe some rounded awesome. Looks like a good one for this. Let's give this some dimension here. Master Spy Iggy, thanks for hanging, dude. We'll see you on the flip. We'll be back on Friday. Hope to see you here. Aftershock, no, this is a 3-minute drone challenge. If this was a drum challenge, I would have to make a pluck very quickly. Fix this problem. No refunds. That was a great remix, by the way. You were right to bring that one in, by the way, Aftershock, because people liked it. You got your redemption. Oh, nice. That's great news. All right, so this is some kind of weird spacey thing for subvids. Let's see here. And let's just get right back in here and start making something really neat from it. Let's grab a couple interesting ones. And let's switch this out of a sample hold, and let's go a ring mod on these maybe. Let's move away from a paper bag and go into wind chimes maybe. For that extra sparkle in there. And let's bring this one up an octave maybe. No. There's some throat in there. It's like purring for us, huh? Some fairly cool stuff in there. Well, I'm a drummer, so I'm always confused Aftershock. I figure out where the hell I find the rim shots on this thing. Like a heart massage. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move this distortion up here, and let's move this to a downsample. What was this one? This one was LFO 6. Right. That really changed today. Alright, so we'll call this one some kind of weird, what was I just doing? Like a ring mod? Drone. Alright, let's flip this again. Let's pull some massive stuff in here, huh? How about like maybe cicada from massive, and let's put in maybe one of my contours here. And move this away. Let's do a multi. Let's do a 12. And on our morph, where's our funky shape? There's a funky shape. Oh, that's going really slow though. Let's see what it does. Back into some more drastic kind of shaping here. Let's get rid of these wind chimes. Get a little breath. Let's bring this up. Let's get rid of this distortion. All right, we'll call this one some kind of deep chilling kind of thing. All right. So, subvids, there's a few different ones for you about that. This deep chilling drone. What was the other one? Weird ring mod. And then, of course, weird sci-fi. Hey, Aftershock. Good luck with the shot, dude. Hope it all goes well for you. The meditations you could be. I've done so many meditation sets and like guided meditations and stuff with sound. I've thought about doing something like that with a silent stream in either late night or early morning. I'm just not sure how many people would actually show up for that. I've seen some Twitch channels get quite a few people showing up for like yoga. But I'm not sure about the meditation thing. I've not really seen it. Paul says, make a drone with a fast sequence smeared with shimmerverb. Yes, yes, we could do that. Absolutely. Aftershock, you know all the things to say. I'm just getting caught up on the chat, reading your bathroom comments. Oh. Bowel House. Amp Bowman. Oh, man. Oh, man. Subvids, if you're interested, there is lurking out there. There is a pack of mine called Dark. It's from the Sound Freaks label. And it's just, how big is it? It's 300 of these things. It's a couple of gigs. It's ridiculously large. Anyway, simple, experimental, and complex. There's like 100 basically in each. And these are long form drones. These are like, on average, probably about a minute each, I would say. And they're quite nice. This is one of those secret weapons that I have to knock out massive, like cinematic environments and layered ambience and really complex drones and stuff like that. I just reach for this. I've got hundreds of options and toss any one of them into a sampler mixed with pretty much anything else. And it's kind of like game over. It's a ridiculous thing to have. Ken's wife does awesome meditations on Twitch. Is that the streamer's name? Is Ken's wife? Just do a pre-recorded thing and stream it when you aren't live, then people can sleep to it and stuff. Oh yeah, I like that, Aftershock. Yoga after dark sessions at his studio. Drone plus ambient plus beat. I call it Dream Tech. Nice. Aftershock, you want to know the quickest way to guest on the stream is go grab this month's sound pack, which is the Found Sounds for beatmakers from the Discord. All subscribers get it for free. And then make something with it. It's up to you what you make. And if you make the thing that make all of us go, whoa, we got to have this guy on, then we'll get you on. Seriously though, I do intend upon having a many number of you on the stream. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. Okay, so Paul was saying, what about a rapid articulation kind of thing, but through some kind of big shimmer verb? So let's do that. So we've got, let's do like a, let's just do a quick art patch here. And let's put it through a simple sign. And let's put this. Let's put this on the semis, maybe. I don't know how that's going to sound sliding, but we'll see. If we don't like it, we'll put it on the course. That's fine. And let's just make this 1 octave for right now. And then let's take another one of these and toss this on, I don't know, maybe like the 16ths or something. And let's see what that sounds like. Let's trigger this. And let's make this a fairly tight pluck kind of shape. Let's get back to this. All right, so we'll let that one simmer. Let's set up another one over here. And we're talking like a shimmer kind of a verb here. So let's put this through and let's get straight into maybe some tape satch and some reverb. Put the satch after the reverb. We'll put the size up fairly high with a pretty long decay. And cut a lot of those highs so our sparkle can still come through. And then on this, oh, in fact, instead of let's doing the tape satch, let's do a down sample. Is this kind of what you were thinking about, Paul? Let's just add to this a couple things. Let's ditch this reverb for a second. Little thickness here. And let's put a filter in here. Let's do maybe one of these quick little multis, and let's do a some kind of weird and wild kind of a shape. Let's do a funkify. Okay, so this one can just be a standard. All right, and let's put this back on. Yeah, let's just make a really slow one with this. Oh, and also, before we do that, this one needs to come down a bit. And let's bump back over to this one. Let's bring this one way down. And let's give this a slightly chunky. Let's do a 1 bar and a 1/4. We'll offset them. Dip under a quarter. No, dip under a bar and over a quarter. Ping pong this. Get some highs out of it. Kind of accentuate those sparkles. Kind of forces a rhythm kind of appeal to it. Okay, fine. Aftershock, go! Thanks for hanging, dude. We'll see you on Friday. Okay, so now that we've got this, let's build a little shape change here. Let's push this attack out. Ooh, I like that. Let's bring in a little sub. All right, so let's compress this whole thing. I kind of like the loose ambiguity of this one. I think I might save this and then go in and make a bit more of a melodic one, actually. Um, so let's get into something with a bit more bite. Let's do an MG. Let's back up on this freaking reverb for a minute. And let's just do, let's see here. Get away from these wind chimes. We'll just aux macro 2 into this one. Get a little sub pluck in there. Let's go for a quicker one here. Eighths. There's some tension in there. Let's bring these way down. Yeah, cardiac records, absolutely. Anthony, absolutely. This will probably be the last feedback of the day. I've got sessions after this. Only sound designers have patience for sound design. Andromeda, that's some of my favorite kind of stuff right there. Randomness and banging stuff in a junkyard. Let me get my camera. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. Andromeda, when are you going to the junkyard next? You know, when things begin to open up here, because I live in Oregon and they've taken everything very seriously. So lockdown has been it's been very, very long. We've all been inside for over a year, and it's exhausting in its own unique way, as I'm sure a lot of you know. Anyway, when things loosen up, I will take you guys on field trips and go capture some sounds in junkyards and stuff. Wouldn't that be a fun stream? Just point at things and tell me to bang on them. Blippity Bloop Theater. Um, yeah, absolutely, Junkyard Dogs. In fact, if I can find it, there was actually there was an alternate image for that found sounds, I think. Maybe it wasn't found sounds. Maybe it was something else. Speaking of junkyards. Recording trip vlogs. Yeah, doesn't that sound good? Just go chill by a creek one day. Spend a day in a junkyard. We got something from Cardio Party here. This is New Old, and we're going to give it a listen. Anthony was saying that this is from his Logic days. What's up, Nate? Oh! Oh! When did you make this? How long has it been sitting on a drive somewhere? I've got to know. I've got to know. When did you make this? And where is this? Let's see here. Position. Oh, there we go. Let's move this one to the center. And so, yeah, people like this. Definitely parkour vibe. Hey Nate, by the way, how are you? Yeah, I think people really like this one. It's got some serious heat to it. Um, if you put the commands into the chat, Heidi, they will trigger something on the screen. Um, dude, I have nothing to pick apart in this. Seriously, like this is solid. I'm really wondering why you didn't just put this out. This right now would do quite well right now. Like it's got enough edge to it that everybody riding the cyberpunk wave will share it, right? Um, but it's absolutely worth getting out there. Absolutely. And I have like no gripes with this. I want to know if you're kind of leaning toward getting back into logic for some of this stuff. I'm I'm really hoping that people become more fluid between DAWs where they find the most inspiration and sweet spots. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm always curious to know like what part of the process people are doing in each DAW. I do wonder though. I do wonder. It just never came to fruition. Well, this is a complete thing. So if this is something that you were making on the side, dude, I would put this out. I would just put this out. Oh no, power outage. Oh no. In Dremia, we had a millisecond. We had just like a flicker the other day, and everything, all of my stuff just shut down completely. Just like, ah. Yeah, dude, this is good. Like I have no gripes here. You should put this out. You should just put this out. You could totally put this out on a B-side too. You know, just surprise people. Think about like the stuff that Trent Reznor has put out. Like there's plenty of juxtaposed stuff out there. People would love this, regardless of what the other stuff is. Put it out. Put it out. Get it out there. Get it out there. Oh my gosh, the squirrel is just stuck on the screen. Is that squirrel still on the screen? Squirrel, are you okay up there? Oh, there you are. Oh, hello. Hello, squirrel. And he's still just stuck up there. What the hell's going on with the squirrel? All right, squirrel, where are you? I had some. Oh, the ninja is the one that I wanted to put in the center. Let's see here. That's playback, center middle, and then what? Squirrel. We need to find squirrel. Yeah, there's so many in here. There's over 50 of these new things in here that I put together for you guys, and I'm still taking requests. Where the hell is that squirrel? Oh, there's the squirrel. Now, trigger, playback. Animations. Yeah, super weird. I don't know why it's hanging up there. Steamroller. Oh man. Yeah, Ninja's in there, Nate. I don't know if you saw it. It's so small. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was going to be that small. I was just adding these last night, so I actually haven't had a chance to test them all in real life. Hey, dude, remember this feeling. Remember this feeling, dude. This is your own crunch time, and this is priceless, man. Uh, Also, the dude that wrote that is long gone. Don't know if I still have it in me. Even better, just put it out. Just a one-off. That's good. It's good. There's so many things that I've written over the years. They're all just complete, like piecemeal, a la carte, standalone, whatever you want to call them. Some of the best NIN. Yep, absolutely. Saf, yeah, I will see you soon. Um, yeah, and Dremia, you've got really cool stuff going on too. Yeah, I feel like so many of the people that are coming through this stream on the regular have some really great stuff. I can't wait to get some of you guys on as guests. When should we start doing those, by the way? I can't wait until just like prize time. Maybe we should just randomly start selecting people that have been subbed for like 6 months or something. Force you guys to play stuff that hasn't been released yet so we can get away with it. I kind of go in waves with Trent Reznor. He used to be on repeat for so many years for me, and then I took a big break. Not like completely, but there were like big chunks of time where I wasn't listening to him. And each time I've come back to him over the years, regardless of like what album or era, um, I end up hearing new things like nuances and stuff. And it's just so great because when you're looking at back, like, Pretty Hate Machine, 12-inch singles days era, what, like 87, 88, 89, like back then, the stuff was very simple, but still there was enough thought going into it that there's some cool stuff that stands out in there. It's awesome. Yes, Nate, how about when you're done with Hop Legs? How about when you're done with that, we get you on and we just kind of hear from you, uh, your thoughts on some of the music or something, like in some clips after you've had a chance to decompress and get some distance. That'd be great. Yes, full outfit required, Paul. Space helmet, aluminum foil, the whole thing. Oh man. Um, in about a week and a half, in about a week and a half or so, it looks like the queue will be clearing up. I can take in another one of you who wants some mixing done, if you like, uh, or a couple of sessions if you're just wanting to go through like a mix together. I do start to see a little bit of relief in the schedule in the coming weeks. Can I still fit in the spandex hot pants? Tall order. Oh man. On Portobello's. Those Portobello's, they keep you going for the show. Oh man, we had let's see here, what was it? It was Nine Inch Nails and David Bowie was the opening act, the christening, if you will, of the Rose Quarter, which was we had a big venue in downtown Portland, the biggest, which was Memorial Coliseum, and then that was replaced in large part by the Rose Quarter. It's also where the Blazers play, and yada yada yada. Anyway, the thing is huge and it's awesome. And when it was being introed, and this was 90, let's see here. Well, Jerry's Vigil, that was 95 and it was there. So it must have been like 94 or something that this happened. Anyway, I still think of that show all the time. Like I think about the crowd there, but really like all of the stuff that Trent was doing with Soundgarden. Yeah. Oh man, unbelievable, unbelievable. Chris Cornell at his peak. Ooh, explosions in the sky. Mind blowing show. Absolutely, I bet it was. Quick question. I'm a robot, so clearly this question is for a friend. Does anyone know of a foundation or financial help for musicians that need assistive devices like hearing aids? Um, yeah, bet, I bet if you were to go to your doctor, probably any old doctor would do, and say, my ears are required for my profession. Uh, you get a referral for the devices, and then you reach out directly to the manufacturer. There are so many assistive device and pharmaceutical companies that throughout the pandemic have been great in extending these like massive, massive discounts to people for out of pocket cost of stuff, which makes these things so much more accessible than they once were. Where are you in Dremia? Where are you located? Doctor was no help. Oh, right. Of course, your friend is located in Canada because, yeah, of course, robots don't need these kinds of things. Um, hmm. Hmm. So if you're in Canada, then you're on like a universal health plan, right? Um, does this include like hearing, sight, and teeth coverage, or is all of that off to the side, and that's why you're running into the problem? Or I mean, your friend not included, right, right, right. Um, yeah, I bet there are. I bet there are resources for musicians. My buddy Yor, when he moved to up there to Canada for a while, he was living on nothing, musician, total transplant from Europe, had no roots whatsoever. But because the fine people that run the grand country of Canada love the arts so much, there are all of these constant grants being given out um, just for cost of living if you're a working artist. And I was blown away by this information. Um, if their music is really what they're making. Yeah, if you're having a hard time like with any aspect of your hearing, it's going to be crippling for all of this. I would say that, here in the States, you kind of have to go to a bunch of doctors before you can get what you want. And it's a complete joke. It's a complete joke. I've been trying to find a doctor that will be willing to run tests for me for a really long time, for like going on a couple of years now. So um, I totally, I totally feel your pain, dude. Um, it was quoted between 3 and 5,000, so that's a problem. Yeah, that's pretty crippling. Yeah, maybe reach out to one of the manufacturers of the the devices that you've got your eye on, and um, ask them if they want some live stream promotion for their for their devices. Get sponsored by a hearing device company. Oh man. But anyway, getting back to the musician grants, my thought here is that if the medical assistance is just simply out of scope here, then perhaps you could just simply get some additional influx that you could then just spend on the assistive devices. Yes, it is a bloody disaster. It is absolutely ruined so many lives of so many people that I care about. Yeah, it's absolutely crippled our family a couple of different times. Absolutely. You can't have anything go wrong with your body or your brain, or else you're screwed. It's ridiculous. Thousands of bucks a month. Well, on that note, cardio. Um, Dude, Anthony, go back and look at a whole bunch more stuff that you were working on inside of Logic and release it all. Let that stuff fly. Yeah, that's why stress management is so important, because you can't actually use any of these services that you pay out the freaking nose for. Yeah. Canada says they have free healthcare. It's true, but free sounds just the way it is, free and very limited law. Been to a doctor since sprained an ankle back in 2018. Yeah. Yeah, I would look into those artist grants because, well, yours told me about them, but other friends up there has told me about them as well, and they've all gotten them. Like when they've applied, every single one of them has gotten one. So I kind of get the sense um, that they're not that difficult to get, and you could just apply that money to your ears. I mean, yeah, maybe. Yeah, the industry is awful. Yeah, when there's like echelons of free, there's a problem, huh? Robot, you're starting to talk like a human. All right, guys. I need to go stretch out a little bit before I jump into a session with Saf. So I will see you guys all on the flip on Friday, and you guys stay inspired. Yeah, dude. Anthony, you should, dude. You should dust it off. Bring some by here. Let us hear it. Big love to you too, Nate. I'm so proud of you, dude, for knocking out this Hop Legs project, dude. You have done a great service to Kev, and I'm sure you are the first person he's going to reach out to in collaborations after this. You've just nailed it, dude. So thank you. Andromia, thank you. I appreciate you. Tell your friend that we wish him all the best. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you all for being here. Let's should we see if Gebro's live still? Let's do that. Let me just switch over to browser mode really quick and see if Gebro's up. Uh-oh. How do I spell Gebro? I forget. Let's see here. I'm sure it's probably long gone in the chat, huh? Probably. Probably. All right, so we may not find Gebro in here, but we might find... Oh, let's see. We've got to find we've got to find him, right? He's got to be in here somewhere. Oh my goodness. We may not find him. Yep, I don't think so. All right, so we are going to go and visit. Zev is doing some stuff. Let's go visit Will. Let's go say hi. Oh, good. He's only got a couple of people there. We'll go surprise him. Oh, and you just found it. Okay. Well, thank you, Heidi. I will keep that for next time. We've already got this raid set up for Will. So off you go. Say hello and give him big love.